Begin Within Ministries proudly presents Sofa Sundays with your hosts, Reverend Dr. Michelle Zuglu and Reverend Jeannie Sovereigns. Sundays at 11:11 a.m. Arizona time and rebroadcasts on Mondays at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Come join us on the sofa every Sunday morning. Sofa Sundays with Michelle and Jeannie. Learn more at www.beginwithinministries.com. In partnership with New Thought Media Network.
Good evening.
Look who's here. I know.
Hey,
I know. There's a lot of prayers.
That's right.
A lot of visualization. A lot of seeing her here on the sofa, and here she is.
Seriously, 6 days out. 6
You are a
days out.
trooper.
Yeah.
Plus, she just loves the candle lighting service.
I do.
You wouldn't miss it.
No,
You wouldn't
I'm
anything. Not even hip surgery.
I would have, I don't know, piped in somehow.
We would have figured out how.
We would have figured that
We would have
out.
come to your house or something.
That's
and hung
right.
out.
Yeah. I don't know that we
Oh,
could have done that, but.
That would've been fun. No, we're so happy you're here. I'm
I'm
so
so
happy that
happy to
you're
be
feeling good.
Yes. Goodish, yes.
Goodish.
Yes.
Yes.
It's major surgery. And,
Yeah.
but I'm so very grateful. And, I want to give a shout out to Dr. Stephen Warner, who is my surgeon of choice now. I keep saying it's buy 3, get 1 free, right?
I mean, at this point, come on.
As I'm on my 3rd joint, 1 more to go. And, there was just such an amazing time period, it was an in and out surgery.
Right.
Drove in and I walked out. So
Wow.
I was able to do steps.
That's incredible.
I was in PT within 2 days. So
That's doctor too.
that's Evie's doctor too, and Barb's. And so, yes, it's our family physician here, our family orthopedic physician. Yes.
I love it. I love it. Well, I'm glad you're here because we need to do some tree trimming and we waited for you.
I so appreciate that.
Yeah, True is going to help with that. True, are you still able to help us with decorating the tree so that Jeannie doesn't have to get up so much?
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you'd bring us the ornaments so I can see which ones I want on the tree, that'd be great.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, so anyway, so a lot of stuff, you guys can't see it, but it's decorated in here. And so we're going to be looking at the ornaments and whatever. So True, did you have any you were going to hang right now? Do you have any ready to hang?
Yes.
Do you
I
have?
do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But this one looks like it's kind of like been like remade kind of a bit, like it's been broken before. Should we still hang it?
Oh, you mean it looks like it's been repaired?
Yeah.
Well, actually, Michelle, why don't you tell him why that's our favorite?
All right, I'll be happy to share with everyone why this is our favorite ornament. Let me see it, son. So I don't know if you can see this ornament. This ornament has a lot of golden repairs in it. And in our belief, we know that we are whole, perfect, and complete. And this ornament is a reminder of that with its golden lines here, that it's just ways that we remember parts of our journey, that it's just a part of who we are.
And I really love that because as you can tell from the areas that have been repaired, they're actually stronger.
Yeah.
There's a Japanese practice called, now let me see if I get this right, kintsugi. And I know, I practice.
So talented.
And kintsugi, and that is where we've repaired something, and this is repaired with gold. So
Right.
that allows the light to come in,
Mm-hmm. Right.
as well as the light to go out.
And it's not to fix it, it's to highlight the journey that it's been on. And we recognize that we've all been on our own journeys. Is that from Miss
That's
Jeannie?
fine. You can come in, honey.
Yeah,
Thank
we're
you.
very casual.
I appreciate it.
Everybody knows we have Lyric and True working
Right.
tonight
Yeah.
on the
Where else are they
holiday.
going to be?
I know, yeah. They're both like, yeah, I guess we'll
I guess we'll be there with you. Yeah,
We love
that's the
it.
goal.
Well, we appreciate that. But yeah, so when we look at this and we look at this represents so much. One of my favorite sayings is, who's that, by Leonard? What's the guy?
Leonard Cohen, the anthem.
Mhm.
Yeah,
What is that saying? Do you remember it?
it is. It's the cracks are where the lights come in,
Yeah.
where the light comes in.
Yeah. And so I talked about this a little bit last Sunday, is how I think it's so important to recognize that that's how the light gets in. And that's also how our light goes out. So these, to me, are very precious. The places where we have in our own lives, this to me is a symbol of the places in our own lives where we have filled in with the gold for that light, the places where we have let light in and where we have let our light out for others. And I think that's really, it's a beautiful reminder of that, how special it is.
Absolutely. Sometimes I think, and this, especially for me in this time period, how when there's something that's broken or needs to be repaired, whether it's a relationship or, something physically. I have a few scars, right? Don't we all?
Mhm.
And there's a time period where I think maybe sometimes we feel shame, or we feel that this isn't, something that we want to show off
Mhm.
because it's broken. It's not perfect. It's not good enough.
Mhm.
And this idea of mending in a way that allows light to filter through really speaks to that part that gives. In this time of year when we're dealing with the solstice and Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa, all of these holidays are about light.
Mhm.
It's all about light.
Yeah.
And how we represent this light. And this, this ornament represents allowing the light to come through, even though it's been repaired.
Yeah.
Even though it has been mended in such a way.
Right. And it's to be noticed.
Absolutely.
The Japanese don't take something and throw it away because it's been cracked
No.
or broken. They actually make it more beautiful with the
Mhm.
gold inlay that they put to fill it in. It's
Right.
stunning works of art for things that have been cracked and broken, so to speak, but it's really not. That's just part of the journey. And I think as we
yes.
all understand that these things that happen to us throughout our lives that we would say broke us or leave scars or, marks on our hearts or what have you, it could be time to reframe that understanding and recognize that's part of our journey, part of what makes us who we are today. And taking one of those things away would make us somebody else. And that helps us to have that connectedness with everyone. And when we have these moments and then we let that light shine coming from us, then we connect with others and their light when that happens. And to me, that's the most precious thing. That's something that should be celebrated, like we celebrate specifically on, Christmas Eve doing our candle lighting services, celebrating that light that we have innately in us and that we share with each other.
And with light, it's right. You're saying about sharing with each other. It's not just one person's light.
Yeah.
It's
right.
Each person's light connected and bringing about the ability to, grow more. It's not about dimming, right? It's like it gives
Yes.
others permission to have their light be brighter because they're around more light, right? We've all heard that from our parents, right? Well, if so-and-so jumped off the bridge, would you? And, it's like, well, if so-and-so lit their light, would you?
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Like if we are going to be part of going along with the crowd, let's go along with that crowd that brings the light and offers that to others. So, because we're all one. This is about us being one. Hello, gorgeous. It's so good to
all my
see you.
younger children.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Right. And I want if I could give anybody anything about this particular topic, it's the understanding that this is what makes us connectable. These moments in our lives is how we actually connect with someone else. I gave a talk one time where I led with a lot of my backstory, including several moments of trauma that I guess a lot of people in the room didn't know. I thought some people knew. I said it, I gave the story like it wasn't me. I gave it like I was talking about somebody else because I figured most people are going to go, oh, that's Michelle. I know Michelle, it's her story. But I didn't realize how many people didn't know any of my backstory. And someone came up to me afterwards and said, oh my gosh, thank you so much for sharing that, because I've had this and this and this in my life too. I had no idea that you had those same experiences. And I could see in her face, we've been friends for a while, but I can see that she's connected with me at a deeper level because we shared that. And how sad is it the whole time that she didn't know that about me, and we could have had that before. So like, to hide these parts of ourselves, I think it feels normal to do. I think we're kind of taught to do that over the year. Like, we're ashamed of it. We're embarrassed. We're not perfect. We're not whatever. What will they think of me if they knew this about me or what have you? But it's those very moments where you share those parts of yourselves, and then you see who comes to you and who's around you. It's an incredible experience, because not only are you being completely authentic, you're showing up with all of it. And then being loved and accepted, and the light, then mix, it's an incredible experience. But you won't have it if you're hiding it in the back. Right. You have it when you're putting it right out in the front.
Hey, I love that you bring that up, because one of, over 27 years in 12-step program, and that's one of the basis of the 12-step program, is sharing your story. Right? Is sharing who, where you've been, what your experience was, how you got to the rooms, and what it's like now that you're sober. And I think the reason this works is because we get that connection. We get that heartfelt connection that says, I don't have to be embarrassed. I don't have to hide who I am. Right. Because, just because I've had these experiences doesn't make me any less than of a person. And then other people can say, oh, I've experienced this too. Thank you for sharing that. I thought I was alone.
Yeah.
And it's not just 12-step program. The American Cancer Society, I was talking about this before. American Cancer Society does this too. They will, ask women who have been through cancer treatment at different stages if they'd like to be volunteers to work with newly diagnosed cancer patients. And I did that for a while after I had gone through cancer in the late 90s. And that, again, was an ability, one, to share with others, hey, look, I've been where you've been, and you can do it. I made it through, you can too. And also to say to someone, especially with something like cancer, there's a lot of times where people who haven't been through it look at you with this look, and you're like, oh, please don't look at me like that, And then having somebody who's already been through it, they don't give you that puppy dog eyes, right? They have this different understanding of you, and you feel like you're not being pitied. So that's another thing I think in being able to share who we authentically are, cracks and all, is so that we're not pitied or, felt to feel less than, that we feel included and a part of and accepted, as who we are.
Yeah, it's nothing like that connection that we have. Right. And it's there all the time. It's whether or not we allow it. And when we hide ourselves, or we hide any part of ourselves, when we hide any scar or any crack, anything, when we're doing that, we are not allowing that connection to come through. But when we allow the light to shine through us, we allow that connection to come, and then we feel how it's really supposed to be all the time. This is how it should be all the time with all of us. So I love this ornament. I feel that this ornament is a great reminder to our wholeness, how we're perfect, we're complete, and these are just parts of our journey.
Yes, I love that.
Does that make sense?
So I should probably hang this one on the front then, shouldn't I?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Absolutely. Perfect. Right up front. And that's a perfect segue to our candle lighting service.
Yes.
So why don't we do that? Do we want to give everyone our candles now? And then the only other issue is that we didn't figure out how to play the music.
Oh, how about that?
There's only so many things we can do in one night. I'll get it all done.
Thank you.
Well.
I'll take Mom's while she's figuring out the other one.
Is that somebody else coming in, honey? I heard the door.
It's heavy.
Oh,
Oh, good.
Abby.
Just in time.
Yay! So everyone has their candle. We each have our candle too. Test your candles, please, and make sure that they do light. Perfect.
All right, mine.
Awesome. And then could everyone have an ornament, please? So we have an ornament for everyone so that you all can hang this beautiful golden ornament on the front of your trees as well to remind yourselves of your wholeness, of your perfection, of our connection with each other and with our Christ light within. We are each that Christ light within, and we bring it out to share with each other. So as we light our candles, do you want to sing first, or do you want to light our candles first? Should we sing first? Or should we sing holding it?
I think we should sing holding our candles.
Let's do it. Do we want to turn off these lights?
Yes, maybe we could get our. Yes, please.
Thank you. All right, so we're gonna sing.
All my stuff is in the way.
We're gonna sing "I Am Light" by India Ari, and with everyone's gonna join along, and I'm just gonna play the original because that's easier right now. And then when the song is done, we're gonna take a moment and just reflect on that truth, on the truth of who and whose you are, and what your light means to the world, and how important it is that you allow it to come forth whenever, but especially during those moments when the cracks are there, or when the gold repairs are there.
Kintsugi.
I love that she knows how to say it. Do you want to say anything else, or was that good?
Oh, that was good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's start with "I Am Light." Let's see how loud I can get this. Almost forgot how it goes. I am light, I am light. 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 I am not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. 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 I am not the mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of a dream I left behind. I am light. 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 I am not the color of my eyes. I am not
not the skin on the outside. I am not my age, I am not my race, my soul inside is all light, all light, all light, yeah, all light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am divinity divine. I am God on the inside. I am the star, a piece of it all. I am light.
So just in this space of light and love and presence that is the divine in each and every one of us. In this space, through us, as we are divinely guided, guarded, and protected, as we shine in this time, on this night, I say thank you. Thank you for the blessing that is the light consciousness that is in us. I am so grateful. I am so grateful that our light shines and connects and expands through this space, through this city, through this country, that can be seen from the heavens, so that Santa knows where we are. So grateful. I say thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, life. Thank you, universe. I let it go and I call it good. And together we say,
And
So it is.
I don't want to give up Santa.
I know, always can't.
The microphone is missing.
I know, I had it down with the song.
Would you guys need to turn back on the lights?
Sure, you can
Thank
turn
you,
those
son.
lights on for us.
Thank you.
Ah, wonderful.
Well, that was it for tonight.
That was it for
Girls,
tonight. Our little,
Any comments or anybody have any shares tonight?
Beauty of the season.
Grab the microphone.
I'm just deeply grateful.
Is that on?
oh. Which one is that one? There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Chuck.
There you go.
I'm just deeply grateful for this space and the people in it. What the two of you have brought to my life through these past couple of years has been profound and sometimes life-saving.
Thank you.
And the fact that we get to share it with our tribe, that's really all I have to say.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I just want to say I apologize for being late. I was talking to my sister earlier today. It's Christmas already in Australia. And they were planning on going to what they consider their mountain area in Australia, which is probably 2,000 feet elevation. But it has lots of greenery and stuff. And there was a bad forest fire there and they had to evacuate. So they weren't able to go. But she discovered something that she said, I finally figured out that there's reasons for everything, because they happened to be in another town when her husband had to go to the ER, and he's okay. But she said, I knew there had to be a reason why we couldn't go to this place, because there would be no hospital.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
So everything came out well. It turned out he had heat exhaustion from being outside and then took a hot bath. But anyway, she wanted me to tell you Merry Christmas and that she really appreciates everybody, and so do I. And we talked a lot about how much we get out of Sofa Sunday,
Oh, thank you.
including her. She watches it on tape.
I
because
know.
she's too
Merry
proud.
Christmas, Chris.
Oh, Merry Christmas. All the way in
Yes.
Australia, you make us global.
Yes, I love that.
I love it. You're global.
Yes, I love being global.
We
and
love being global.
I love that. And Chris has been checking in on me
Yeah.
through this last week. So I so appreciate having that and having that global community. And I'm so glad that her and her husband are well. You said the heat thing, for those that might forget, it's summer there.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
I know, I'm thinking winter.
It's how much?
117 degrees.
Yes. Yeah, 117. So
Yeah.
That's so
Something
strange.
like that. Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
summer
Can
here.
you imagine Christmas being hot like that?
No, but
Yeah.
go to the
But to
beach.
them, it's always like
Yeah,
that.
they go to the beach.
How
yeah,
funny.
there you go.
Yeah, interesting. Well, I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for being on this sofa with you, and I'm grateful that you're here tonight because
Oh,
this is a
thank
special
you.
night for us.
Yes.
Yeah, I was telling everybody we pushed Sofa Sunday starting our first starting in December instead of waiting for the beginning of the year. Because we wanted to do candle lighting service. We had missed it with our tribe and our friends, and we had wanted it so badly that we said we could do it. We could make this happen right now. And then we jumped in. Yeah, we jumped in. Here we are. This is our second one? Third
Yeah.
one.
It's our
Our third one.
Third.
It's our third, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Three of them. Yes, I love it. Makes
Me
me
too.
very happy. And I'm so glad you're here. I was like, come on now, come on. And when
I am so grateful to be here. I'm so grateful for you. I am grateful for your children who, have been an active part of our ministry since the get-go.
I know.
And-
Trey's even here tonight.
Right? And it's so good to see you, Trey, because I don't get to see you every week like I
know.
used to. And so, yeah, it's just amazing. And I'm grateful for all of you. And I'm grateful for my honey who has
I
been
know.
so taking care of me over this last week. And, I'm so grateful that we get to have this life. Even as we were driving here, speaking of light, we're driving here and seeing the sunset off the 51.
Oh wow.
It was amazing. The light,
Wow.
the coming over the mountain, and just we live in a beautiful world.
We
We really do.
We do. If we
And I am
focus on that.
so grateful that we were here tonight together.
Me too. I know. Me too. And that all of you are here, and those of you watching, we appreciate you as well. So we're very happy for everyone being here. And then I guess our next one is next Sunday.
Yeah,
So you're gonna see us 3 times in a week.
Wow, that's a lot.
Spoiled rotten.
that's a lot.
I
I
know.
mean, that's spoiling people for sure.
I know. That's okay. It's Christmas.
There you go. That's right.
Well, if there's nothing else, everybody's good.
Everybody's good?
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right. We'll see you guys
On Sunday.
On Sunday.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
We
Christmas.
wish you a
Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Turn it off.
Thanks for watching. Tune in again next week at 11:11 a.m. Pacific Time, or Monday evening at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. In partnership with New Thought Media Network.